Hey guys, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a full face test in new makeup. I received a package from Natasha Denona recently. I have the palette, the foundation, a lipstick. I also have some new blusher, bronzers and highlighters from Beauty Bay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I did actually receive my shade in the Too Faced Born This Way matte, but I think I'm going to do a separate video for this just because I also have the Natasha Denona Transfer Matte Foundation, and because I'm testing the Natasha Denona Glam Palette, I thought I might as well test the foundation in the same video. This sounds right up my street. I have two shades here, 86Y and 90N, so I'm going to swatch both of them because based on the swatches on the website, I feel like they both look like a good match for me. So this is what the packaging of the foundation looks like. It's like a squeeze tube, but it does have a pump. It comes with 28 milliliters of product, so just underneath the normal 30 milliliters, and this is the shade 86Y. That looks like such a good match for my skin tone. And then this one is the shade 90N. So this one probably looks like my summer shade, and then this one is probably me right now. So I'm gonna go with 86Y. All it says is pore vanishing matte foundation, shake well before use. It doesn't really say the coverage or anything on it, so I'm taking about that much. I'm gonna use my finger and just kind of, I have already primed. I used the Laura Mercier blurring primer just because I know I love that primer. So if I'm gonna try a new foundation, it makes sense to try a primer or use a primer that I like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stipple that in. That looks really good, like coverage. Look at that. The shade's a little bit dark, but I feel like once I've gone in with my under eye concealer and everything, it will be good. Wow, this coverage, I think I took too much product, you know. Just gonna wipe off that side. I didn't know it would be this like full coverage, and I didn't know it would spread so well. This is already drying down, which is great. I can definitely see the matte finish. This looks promising for my oily skin. It's a little bit dark. My chest is looking so pale, but hopefully I can balance it out with my concealer. I am a fan of this finish. If you do like a full coverage matte finish, you would enjoy this. I'm gonna move on to eyes. I'm gonna use the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. I was really hoping they would send me the bronze one because I'm not a fan of cool toned eyeshadows. It's just not my vibe. I don't like the way they just make me look, unless I'm doing a black smoky eye, then okay, or even a blue. I like blue, but when it comes to grey, it's one of my least favorite colors to wear. Not clothes wise, obviously. I love this grey blazer, but like on my eyes, grey is just not for me. But anyways, this is what the palette looks like. Very cool tone. So if you are a fan of cool tone shadows, tons of shimmers in here. Actually, you only get 5 mattes out of 15, and the names of the shadows is like center eyelid, outer eyelid, inner corner, crease, transition, lash line, smoke, blend, stuff like that. However, they have sent a little leaflet with the palette, and they said that you can change the position of the eyeshadows based on your skin tone. So they've given you placement ideas for dark skin, medium skin and light skin. I don't know if this information is online, but this came with the PR package. Personally, for me, I'm not going to rearrange my palette because I know what I like to use where, but if you did want to kind of make it simpler for you, you can rearrange them to suit your skin tone. So I'm going to prime my eyes with the ABH eye primer just a little bit because obviously today's eye look is not going to be groundbreaking, revolutionary. Funny enough, guys, I forgot to mention they did actually send 2 of the Glam palette, so I will be giving one away in this video. Stay tuned to the end. Actually, let me do it now because I always say that and I forget. Here it is, still in the bubble wrap. So if you do want to win a brand new Natasha Denona Glam palette, all you have to do is like this video, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and leave a comment down below saying anything, but let me know your Instagram handle or your email address in the comments so I can contact you if you do win. It is open internationally as well because it's only like a small palette. I can ship it internationally and it won't break my bank. I will leave a date down below for when the giveaway ends, just because I'm not sure when this video is going up, so I'm not going to give a date here, but I will leave a date down below, so make sure you enter before that date. So I think I'm going to do a smoky eye just because the only time that I like these colors on myself is when it is a smoky eye. So I'm going to start with the shade Smoke, which is a really deep dark brown, this one here, and I'm just going to dab that all over. Let me zoom you in. Yeah, all over my lid. That actually looks like a black. Yeah, like a really deep dark blackened brown. I mean, it's really pigmented, but it almost looks like this color. Anyways, I'm pushing that all the way up to the crease, and then I'm gonna blend it out with something else. I thought that would possibly be one of the only warmish tones in the palette, and it still came out cool tone black grey. But we move. So the next shade I'm gonna go into is this shade here called Blend, and it's like the transition blending color. I'm gonna use this shade to blend out the black in the crease. That's blending on and blending out beautifully, actually. Gonna need to go back in and re-intensify that first shade. Gonna mix a little bit of that first shade in and just concentrate that into the crease, because I am gonna go with a shimmer all over the lid and I don't want it to be covered up. I might go into that lash line shade, which is that black. Oh, what even happened there? Like, what was that? Well, go on for you, Tammi, like, honestly. And I'm gonna put that onto the outer V just to deepen and darken. Yeah, that's practically, it is a little bit darker than that first color I put down, actually. I'm gonna carry it across the lash line as well to smoke it out, and then blend that out with a little bit of the first color. I love this blending brush. This is by NYX, by the way. It's a number 16 brush. It's just the perfect blender, crease blender. I mean, I do already have shades like this, so this is nothing groundbreaking for me personally. Essentially right now, it just looks like a black and a brown. Now I'm gonna pick a shimmer, and I really want to use this one, even though it's labeled as outer eyelid. I really want to tap that all over the lid. I'm gonna take my finger and just dab that all over. I might need to use a brush and I might need to wet it. Let's see. That's nice. It's not the most foiled, but then again, I'm patting a shimmer on top of a matte, so it might not be its full potential. This would actually be a really good New Year's look. Everyone always wears like cool tone, shimmery, silvery colors. And then I think to contrast the coolness, I'm gonna go in with this shade down here, which is this gold. It's called Center Eyelid, and I'm gonna put that on my inner corner. No idea how this is gonna look, but it kind of looks like mixed metals. You know, when people mix silver with gold jewelry, kind of like what I'm doing today. Silver rings with a gold necklace, trying to get the warmth in wherever I can. So I'm gonna do the other eye, and then I'll come back and we'll move on. Okay, so I also went ahead and added my concealer, which is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer today, just because I don't have a new one to test, so I thought I'd go in with an oldie but a goodie. Also, I'm wearing the lashes Tony from my brand, very dramatic, but I feel like it suits this smoky eye. I do have a new powder to test, which is the MAC. I don't know the name of this, but it's the setting powder in soft yellow. So let's go ahead and try this out. Gonna take a little bit of that on a brush and just press that underneath my eyes to set. This is one of my favorite parts of makeup, because it's when my makeup goes from nice to snatched. You know what? When they said yellow, they weren't joking. This is really like a yellowy undertone powder, but luckily I am cool with that. So I'm putting on a little bit extra, kind of like baking, but not really, and I'm gonna dust it away after it's kind of soaked in. I only do this because I have oily skin, of course, and I need my makeup to last as long as possible, and powder seems to do that for me. So yeah, this powder's really nice and smoothing. I feel like it will fit right in with my collection. Now is the long part. I have to go through. Let me do my lower lash line first, actually. I'm going to take this Nabla liner in the shade Arrow number 4, which is just a black, and I'm going to smoke out my bottom lash line with this. I love this. It's so black, and really it lasts all day. And now going in with the shade Smoke, which is that first dark brown that I used. Just using that to smoke out the lower lash line. And then a little bit of that blend lighter shade at the bottom, just to blend it out. Not smoking that out too much because I don't want it too smoky down there. Now I'm going to take my mascara and do my lower lash line. So Beauty Bay have come out with loads of new bronzers, blushes and highlighters. So let me tell you how much they retail for. The blushes are £6, the bronzers are £6, and the highlighters are £6. Okay, so they're all £6. They have 8 blushes, 8 bronzers and 4 highlighters. So I'm going to start with the bronzers. I'm not going to swatch swatch all of the shades because we'll be here forever, but I'm going to show you guys each one. So this is the packaging of it. It feels really light. It doesn't have a mirror. It's really simple. It doesn't feel like expensive or anything. It does feel a little bit cheap, but not in a bad way. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like, yeah, okay, I get that this is £6, but how much product do you get in here? 6.5 grams of product, which actually is quite a lot. So yeah, this is the product here. It's quite thin. It's really compact. This is the shade Button, which is the darkest shade. They describe it as a matte deep brown with cool undertones. Then we have the shade Chestnut, which they describe as a matte mocha with warm red undertones. This is very warm actually. The next shade we have is Oak, and they describe it as a matte deep brown with cool undertone. This one still looks like it has pretty warm undertone to me, but I'll swatch them. And then this one is Cinnamon, which they describe as a matte brown with cool undertone, which once again still looks pretty warm to me. So these are the 4 deeper shades. I'm not going to swatch the 4 lighter shades just because I don't feel like it will be helpful to see them on my skin tone, and plus you can check out the website if you want to see what these look like, but I'm going to put them in a future giveaway. Okay, so here we have swatches of the 4 deeper shades. So this one is Button, this is Chestnut, this is Oak, and then this one is Cinnamon. So I feel like for me, I'll try Cinnamon, and if that doesn't work, I'll try Oak. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, that's definitely working on my skin tone. Yeah, that's definitely added a little bit of bronze to my skin. Also gonna take a little bit of that around my forehead. That's nice. It's adding like a sun-kissed vibe to my skin. I like that, you know, it's blending in beautifully. It's a nice undertone. I know they called it a cool undertone, but I'm definitely noticing a warmth to my skin. So yeah, I'm really happy with that bronzer and how it looks and how it's applied. Definitely think it's worth the £6, and I love the shade range. I love that they do have deeper, darker options. You know, before it used to be a struggle out here in these streets to find bronzer for my skin tone and deeper. So I'm glad that more brands are incorporating deeper shades. Blusher. So they also released 8 blusher shades. God, opening these all up is gonna be such a mission. Let me open them and I'll come back. Okay, so some of these blush shades has really got me excited, aka this one right here, but let's go ahead and go through them. So this one is called Bloom, and it's like a shimmery pink type of blush. Then we have the shade Bitten, which is like a rosy mauvey pinky blush. I'm not going to swatch all of these, by the way, I'd be here forever. Then we have this one called Blossom, which is like a peachy shimmer coral. So this one does have sheen. Hope you guys can see that glow. This would make a nice blush topper. Then we have the shade Peachy, which is like a light peachy color. Then we have the shade Coral, which is right up my street. This would probably become my everyday blusher if it has a nice formula, but yeah, coral. Then we have this fun one, which is called Cosmo, and this is like a bright neon deep magenta pink. Then we have Royal, which is this dark plum type of shimmer. It has a slight sheen to it. And then last but not least, we have the shade Merlot or Merlot. Let me compare it to the darkest bronzer. It has more of a purple plum undertone actually. So this is the blush in Merlot. How do you say that? Merlot? Anyways, and then this is the darkest bronzer in Button. So this is definitely more of a cool tone undertone. What do I want to do? Definitely want to go in with this one, which is Coral. And I'm just gonna dab that onto, oh, look at that color. This is too cute. Oh, I love it. This is like my okay, I'm going very heavy-handed. This is like my everyday color. I love blushes this color. They tend to fade throughout the day, blushes on me, so don't worry. I know I'm going very in right now, but they will fade a little bit, especially once I've done my setting spray as well. But yeah, that is a gorgeous color. That is beautiful. So last but not least, we have 4 highlighters from them. Let me go ahead and open them up. Okay, so the first shade is called Flash, which is a really light, I feel like this is almost a white type of highlighter. The next shade is called Glaze, and this one's almost like a icy pink type of color, so it does have like a pink tone to it. as you guys can see probably there, but it is still a silvery icy highlight. Then we have this one called Beam, and this one has like a gold undertone to it, so that is a swatch of that. It still looks pretty icy for my skin tone, but I feel like I want to keep it. It looks pretty. But last but not least, they have one shade which is called Trophy that I think would work for me, and this is it. It's like a yellow toned, really nice gold. They've described it as a copper, but I don't really think this is copper. Copper is red to me. Wow, that picks up tons on the brush. Okay, so starting with Trophy. Oh, whoa, that is so pigmented. Wow, that's more than enough for me. Look at that. It does show on my face when I look to the front. You can see it is a bit dark here. I'm gonna try this one on the other side. I wish they had a shade in between these two. Oh my god, guys, they're so pigmented, so be careful. Let me try it on this. Oh, that is definitely a bit too icy for me though. Let me try top this side with this and see. Yeah, they look better mixed together, but that is way too much highlight for me. Oh, wow. They have such a beautiful reflection on them, but I definitely didn't need this much highlight. Just going to take whatever's left on the brush down my nose. Now that I've buffed that in a little bit, that looks beautiful. Really nice. Love the formula of that, but I wish there was a shade in between these two, because this one's a bit too dark and then this one's a bit too icy light. So, but yeah, if you are deeper skin, definitely get Trophy. It's absolutely stunning. And then if you're lighter skin, Beam is beautiful. So last but not least, we have these two nude lipsticks from Natasha Denona. They're called I Need a Nude lipstick, and you know, nude is right up my street. So I have two shades here, Michelle and Charlotte. I actually picked these out from the website. So this is what the packaging looks like, a white square, and then does it have a magnetic? This kind of reminds me of something from Maybelline. Do you remember that lipstick that Maybelline used to do? I don't know, do you guys know what I mean? But anyway, look at this color, stunning. It's like my skin tone. First I'm gonna go in with MAC Chestnut Liner. Oh, it's a cool toned nude, which is funny because chestnut from MAC is actually quite a warm tone nude. I don't know, actually I'm gonna okay, I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna go with Glory from Revolution because it's more of a cool toned nude. Just because I have cool tone on the eyes, I might as well go cool tone on the lips as well. So taking Glory, because it blends out to be a bit cooler tone than MAC Chestnut. Now taking this nude, looks crazy. It comes out a lot lighter than how it looks actually. Oh my god. This lip's giving me very 90s vibe, like cool tone brown with the dark liner. Do you know what? It's not my usual, but I'm not mad at it. I think if I topped it with a gloss, it would work. So what I'm gonna do is take the Sleek Loud and Clear lip gloss and just top it. Trust me guys, lip gloss solves everything. Yeah, that's better. Lip gloss just saved the day as usual. The formula of the lipstick is beautiful. It blended in with the lip liner gorgeously, and even with me topping it with a gloss, it hasn't gone all weird or patchy underneath. It's really nice. The color as well is very unique. I don't have anything like that in my collection. So yeah, that is basically it for the face, guys. I'm low-key loving this look, but I'm gonna put some earrings in and I'll come back to you with my final thoughts. Okay girlies, and I'm back. So here we have the final look. What do you think? I'm low-key obsessed. I don't like cool tones on myself. I know I say this quite a lot, but I just don't. This is the way that I prefer to wear cool tones if I'm gonna wear it. Smoky, sultry, sexy, you know, not like an everyday type of vibe. When I'm doing an everyday look, I go for more warm tone, browns, oranges. That's just me. But overall, I'm pleasantly surprised by most of the products in this video. The foundation, beautiful. Love the coverage of the foundation, love the way that it dried down. Honestly, it would fit right into my collection and my preferences for a foundation, but of course if you're dry skin, you probably won't like the way it dries down because it might cling to any dry patches you have. These eyes are giving me date night, New Year's, smoky vibes. I'm loving it. The lips, really gorgeous, especially when I added the gloss. It just took it from an 8 to a 10 real quick. So that is everything, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.